They made it up. It was in a third-rate magazine that's failing, like many of these magazines. He made that up. He put it in commercials. We've notified him. We had 19 people that said I didn't say it. And think of this. Who would say I'm at a cemetery or I'm talking about our veterans? Because nobody's taking better care. I'm so glad this came up.
Now, mind you, later in the debate, Biden says the general that said that got fired. So he either got fired by Trump and then started spreading rumors, or started spreading rumors and then Trump fired him for it. Joe Biden just threw out something that had no bearing in this debate and got schooled for it because he's stupid.
Because nobody's taking better care. Some take better care of our soldiers than I have. To think that I would, in front of generals and others, say suckers and losers. We have 19 people that said it was never said by me. It was made up by him, just like Russia was made up, just like the 51 intelligence agents are made up, just like the new thing with the 16 economists are talking. It's the same thing. 51 intelligence agents said that the laptop was Russia disinformation. It wasn't. That came from his son Hunter. It wasn't Russia disinformation. He made up the suckers and losers, so he should apologize to me right now.
Four-star general standing your side was on your staff. He said you said it. Period. That's number one.
Now, can you imagine being fed information from that general and then that guy named Fauci? It's like Biden had one person all over the department and within the governments. But anyway, let's look at this.
I want you to know that. Just clap for that, you stupid bastard. Just clap for that, you stupid bastard.
So between these two, one of them actually called the military stupid bastards. And his son is in the military. So what's Joe really feel about Bo? And then, the guy that actually degraded our own military accused the other guy of saying some bullshit that he heard from some guy that had beef with the guy who said it, or not. Makes no sense. If you live in a world with Joe Biden, you're in for a bad time and lots of lies and getting taken advantage of through price scams. Look at Bob Casey. Anyway.
You for anything along the line. We've done more for veterans than any president has in American history. And now we're in their family.
Joe Biden says I assume the Democrats, his party, has done more for veterans in American history. How? When you got elected president, the VA was already set up. Whoever set that shit up did more for veterans than ever in American history. But since it got set up, it's been taken over by corrupt politics like Joe Biden. So they've corrupted more than anyone for veterans in the American history. When Trump was in office, I went from my fucking 90% to 100 with the back pay at the time I was supposed to get. I'm still waiting on the 2012 to 2018 back pay, mind you, 6 years, $127,293. Anyway, waiting on that. But when Trump was in office, I got the VA shit handled. My house was in, once I got the VA shit handled, my housing situation was in a better situation, even though now Loan Depot's fucking with me. And besides that, Trump helping just me as a veteran, I got stimulus checks. You got stimulus checks. Our grandma's got stimulus checks, you know? Better things happened under Trump than Biden, whether you like Trump as a person or not. At first, I was skeptical, and I did criticize. But everyone else after Trump should be held to those same criticisms. The president shouldn't be parading his family around on business ventures. Like, the immediate family that you live with, okay, bring them with you, like Obama's had. They were raising their daughter in the White House. That takes guts, first off, a lot of trust, and I just wouldn't want to be in that situation. But to have your brother, when you're 80, travel with you to do corrupt business deals underground while you're, gaining all the spotlight above the ground is a little fishy. I just hate Biden. And I wish Trump would elect me as his VP. We would take... Trump made Biden look stupid during this whole debate. Well, Biden made Biden look stupid just because of his inconsistencies and bad brain processing power, we'll call it now. But I would destroy Kamala Harris on a debate stage. And I don't even know anything about her yet. So yeah, there would be no debates. Anyway, glad Jill likes Joe Biden for president, though.
At the time, there were no jobs. It provided thousands and millions of jobs for it at the time. There were no jobs. It provided thousands and millions of jobs for jobs. It provided thousands and millions of jobs.
Whoa! So another way to say thousands of millions is billions. You think this guy created billions of jobs? You don't have to fact check. You can just use your own common sense and public education knowledge, like me.
Such a great job, you.
The only president this century that doesn't have this decade, that doesn't have any troops dying anywhere in the world like he did. President Trump.
Biden says takes pride in this. He's the only one in the history that doesn't have any troops dying under his watch this decade or whatever. Now imagine if COVID was installed when Biden was out of office and Trump was in office, so when Biden is president he could blame COVID on deaths. Because hey, people die in boot camps. Okay, so that's one part of the cover-up of the numbers and taking false pride in a number that you can't prove. The second part of that is Ukraine. Do you count Ukraine as our troops? Hello? We see them dying on TikToks, on Reels, on Facebook. So what's lying? The real-life footage that leaks through to us? Or Joe Biden once again?
Job, you.
I'm the only president this century that doesn't have this decade, that doesn't have any troops dying anywhere in the world like he did.
By the way, if you go back and watch the debate and put it at double speed, you can understand it better because you don't have to dumb down your mind to understand what they're saying. You know? And then you watch it normal speed and you think someone like is editing Joe Biden's voice because it's... Just watch it. Watch the debate in double speed, then watch it normal speed.
Largest national debt of any president in a 4-year period, number one. Number two, he got $2 trillion tax cut benefit to the very wealthy. When I'm going to fix the taxes, for example, we have 1,000 trillionaires in America. Billionaires in America. And what's happening? They're in a situation where they in fact pay 8.2% taxes. If they just paid 24%, 25%, either one of those numbers, we'd be raised $500 billion, I should say, in a 10-year period. We'd be able to write about his debt, we'd be able to help make sure that all those things we need to do, child care, elder care, making sure that we continue to strengthen our healthcare system, making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the COVID, with dealing with everything we have to do with, look, if we finally beat Medicare. Thank you, President.
You did such a great job, you.
Chocolate chip.
Such a great job. You answered every question.
This conference is one of the most important meetings in history. You have the chance to make decisions and reach agreements which will affect the lives of generations to come.
A quick reminder. Vote.
It takes forever the trajectory we are on. You can make a world that is once again full of hope, not fear. This is my message from Earth to Top.